Welcome back to PageKey. Time for another quick video stream real quick. And we're going to be working on designing Boom today. I started a bunch of design documents for this application and the translator's almost done. And there are some other ones too. And I'm really trying to have some discipline this time and not write any code until there's actually a good design. So that's my current plan. Now I was thinking about this again, and I think this needs to be rearranged just a little bit. Just a bit. I think that there needs to be, so I'm going to switch this around and then we can think about the other stuff, but I think this should be a bit more of a landscape type thing going on. And this should be, we need to make this look good on mobile, right? So we'll have this be a drop down, and same for the other side. So I'll just put a note that it's a drop down. Or whatever you want to call it. We'll put this down here. The switch sign can go in between. And the Spanish side, I'm sorry, the Spanish piece can go on the other side. Okay, so that'll be that. And then these are, this is where the user enters text. This is where the user sees the translation. And these save buttons, well, I don't know if they should go in between or at the bottom. Actually, maybe they should go down here. And then these can go right in the middle. But is that confusing now? Because, not sure. At least this way we have plenty of vertical space for the actual text in case this gets kind of long. But these are all fixed sizes, so I'm wondering if, or, should all the controls be at the bottom? Like that. That might be best. I don't know if it's like overwhelming or a larger cognitive load to have that, but I think that's a good start anyway. Let's go with that for now. So I'm just going to go ahead and save that. And that's good, I think. So I'll actually commit that. Rearrange wireframe. And it's actually kind of nice that it's so easy to rearrange that. Okay, now let's start sketching out some of these other ones. The user one. The user blueprint, we can say user accounts. And Boom needs a way for people to log in So let's think about what the point of this is. I think should we do the social logins? They're really complicated. Okay, I think that describes it pretty well. There's potential for social interaction between users on the site. Alternative solutions. Whoa, what's going on? Why is this like that? So alternative solutions make Boom a local-only application. It's offline all the time, or a desktop app, and there is no way for users to interact. Kinda lame. Okay, that's the motivation. The goals, user can create an account using using an email address, password confirmation. Email is sent upon registration. Clicking a... Is this requirements? Oh, maybe this is a little too detailed. Let's save that for later. We'll just say users can create accounts. Users must activate account before using it. And users can reset password. Okay. Yep. Not going to worry about the social login. Oh man, I meant to paste something. I'm going to very carefully go way back here. Okay. Proposal. Add a registration page. Asking for email, password, and password confirmation. when handling form submission, send email. Create user in DB and send email. With activation code link, have a separate on the route, on the activation route, check the token for validity. Valid, set account active, and redirect. Otherwise, display failure message. Okay, and what else? User can create an account using an email address, passwords. We did that already. Clicking a link. Okay, sure. User can log in using email and password. User can log out by deleting cookie session info. Should be enough detail that reviewers can understand exactly what you're proposing. Should not include designs or implementation. So this might be a little too nitty-gritty, but I think it's good requirements. And then this is where we get real. So we need a DB design. We need front end registration page, login page, we don't have a logout page, but yeah, there's login registration, backend, server side. Let's do it this way. Client side, what do we need? Server side, what do we need? Server needs a registration route. It needs a login route. It also needs an activate route. Needs a logout route. And we also need a forgot password page. And we need a forgot password route. Or would that be reset password route? Reset password route. We'll need a request route and a change password route. So, okay, good. And we could potentially reuse the activation token here maybe. I don't know about the secure way to do that, but okay, this is good. And then DB design, we just need a user. I think that's the only thing that we need. So I guess we can start there. Does this show up if I do it this way? Preview. No, that does not work. Need to have this. So I think it's safe to say user is implemented using a Prisma schema. So we'll say the ID is, actually let me look into something. Does Prisma give you an automatic ID or what? Let's find out. Does Prisma give you an automatic ID? Where do I even find that information? Yeah, I guess it would be good to have an ID. So we'll just say int auto increment ID. It would be good to know when it was created. Time of registration. Or we'll have email, just string, unique. And what else? The password hash, maybe? Yeah, I guess we need a password hash. So and assault. Okay. And then what else? We should have a native language. I guess it would probably be good to have a separate data model for the languages. So there you go. And actually it would be nice if users could learn more than one language, but we'll get there shortly. But this is good. We're actually discovering some of the stuff here. So language, so the field type, description, come up with the data model as we go. So I think the field, so it's going to have a name. It's going to be a string. We'll have, we'll denote that it is the English name. We'll store that right in the database, but we might need a lookup table for translations when it comes time for internationalization. But we will also have the ISO code of the language. So I think we want the 3-letter code because the 2-letter isn't always specific enough. So do I even have internet? What's going on? Not sure what's happening, but hello. Well, that's okay, I guess. I can Google this on a different computer. Maybe I can't. Can't seem to Google anything. I think I know why my DNS is messed up right now. It's okay, I can fix it later. Okay, as long as the stream keeps working, we'll be fine. But yeah, we need an ID as well here. And that's good. And what else? I think that's about it. We'll have the... maybe we shouldn't even store the target language. I think we probably need a language pairs thing too. It's going to get a little complicated. So a native language will be, well, let's call this interface language. That's the language that you want to put the user interface in. Because you might want to switch it. If you're learning Spanish, you want to put the interface in Spanish. Language that the user prefers to display the application in. And a language pair is going to have an ID. We'll just copy that field. And it's going to have a source language. And it's going to have a target language. Language you are learning. And I think it's going to have a user too, right? So it'll have a user. Okay. Whatever, we can give it a name. Language name in English. And the code. And I mean, I guess it would be good to think up a plan for internationalization. Although I don't know what that would be. But for simplicity, we can just go name and code for now. So, okay, I think that makes sense. So that's a good DB design. Doesn't look too bad. All the backticks get a little annoying, so we'll just leave that the way it is. So these are the bare bones tables, the basics. So I guess we could start with the server side. Client side. These pages. I don't know if there's much to write there. So this page lets the user register. Contains the following fields. We don't have to get too crazy. username or email, password confirmation. So as few fields as possible. And that reminds me, now that I'm thinking through this a little bit more deeply, we also need a welcome page or a getting started page. This page asks the user for, on this page, the user sets up their display name and interface language first language pair. So they're going to select what their name is and what language they're learning, and that's about it. Okay. And then what else? What else? So changing the password. Oh, I see what's going on. It's like stacking down what part of the document you're in. That's actually pretty helpful. So we do need a route for update user. The registration route is the create user route. Let's just call this onboard user. Upon submission, this page will submit to the onboard user route. Does it make sense to organize this differently, maybe? Instead of... okay. Yeah, maybe it should go... should I put the getting started next to the actual route? Like, should we go registration flow, login flow? That might make more sense. Forgot password flow. And then we can say registration page. Now I'm getting confused. There's a lot of headers here. If these were bullets, it would be a lot easier. So DB design, sorry. Registration flow. Should this be a story? Maybe it should be a story. The user story. Fills out the getting started page with their name and okay. Okay, and then what else am I missing here? The user logs out. The user clicks the forgot password link. The server creates checks the email and checks whether the email is valid and sends a password reset email. This is actually pretty complicated. And finally, the user checks their email and clicks the reset link. The server, what else? The server does something for sure. The user let's get rid of all these user server, maybe we can line these up, who the actor is. We're not even there yet. So user goes to home page and clicks sign up. I think this could turn into a really good integration test actually. User logs out. User clicks log out. Server unset session cookie if present. Front end delete session data if present. Oh, this should be unsets deletes. Okay. Okay, maybe this is a lot more productive than actually programming this, because otherwise I'd be figuring this out the wrong way. This is a lot of good questions answered along the way. Okay, so we'll have to read this again and see if it makes sense, but user enters their email, server and then what we can do is each of these things mentioned can be linked to. How does this look when I preview it? Not very good. So maybe this needs to be a table. All right, this just keeps getting more complicated, but I think this is good. Actor, action. That's it. We just need 2 columns. We'll say user goes to homepage, clicks sign up. User fills out registration page. Okay. Okay, good. Server and we can say design. Whatever, design/link. Nothing, nothing. Okay, so we can have the registration page. Pages. Okay. This is getting there. It's getting there. No reference there. Well, I guess we need a sign up page, right? Wait, that is a... Okay, so we actually need a homepage, though. And only specify what is relevant for user accounts. Namely, presence of sign up, login, buttons. Okay. This is interesting. This is probably overthinking everything, but I like it. So carries out the registration route and sends an email registration route. All right, we're making good progress. Everything below this line needs to be rethought, but let's keep going. So, preview. Okay, this looks nice. Homepage. Okay, this is cool. This is going to be a good little design. I wonder if I can like format this somehow. Is there an extension to do that? Table extension of some sort. Oh, I don't have any connection. That's okay. This is pretty fun. Let's keep going. If I could find something to make these tables look nice for me, it would be a game changer. Instead of pages, let's call these views. Okay. Nah, I mean, I don't know how this is going to work, but I'll put it under pages. Registration page, email, because it really is part of the user interface. Email template, to do. Okay, and then what else? server checks code and activates user. Activate route. Pages. Then we have routes. We already did the registration route, right? Registration page, route, register route. Why are we getting complicated here? We'll call this the register route. And honestly, registration's too long. We'll call this the register page too. Register page. Register page, register page, home page, click sign up, register page, okay, register route, email template, get sent, activate route, and what else, what else? What else? Okay. I'm not sure. Server. Great. Okay, so I actually did all of these. I don't know how much more of this I can do. I'm kind of losing my train of thought here. To do. Put the below into the table above. Put the list below into the table above. Okay. To do. Make sure everything below this line has been accounted for in the user story. Okay. And I might just stop right there. You know, something that can make this even more complicated is you could have a page, a route, and or a table, or multiple tables. I don't know if I want to do that. But, yeah, it's cool. It's actually pretty fun to think through this up front instead of trying to just go do it, which is what I usually do. And what you're not supposed to do, right? But, okay. So, let me go ahead and commit this, add basics of user design doc. And maybe I'll return to this later. The translator, it would actually be nice to rewrite this translator to have a user story too. That would be pretty cool. User story, to do. Yeah, this is pretty cool. I like this. I'm going to keep doing this. That's not worthy of a commit, but whatever. Okay, so that's about it. And we'll continue this design process tomorrow. Hope you enjoyed, and see you later.